I went to St. Louis for the first time recently. Didn't eat any seafood while I was there. And I didn't know how dangerous it was. I thought it was just like
oh my God, Jefferson County is like that's where
East St. Louis is like crazy.
Jeez, what's his name? The big black guy who got shot by the cop. That was like where it started. Not fuck. What's his name?
Michael.
That's I mean
Brown. Mike Brown.
It was Jefferson County, I think.
Ferguson.
Ferguson.
Yeah.
But Jefferson County's the meth problem. Yeah, that's what he meant.
Dude, I was
I like
there,
that I brought this up. I'm like, I don't know anything about this. No, it was Ferguson. But then Jefferson County's got the meth issue there. I mean,
it's crazy.
St. Louis.
I think it's one of those things where it's like this side of the street, you know, fine. This side of the street, like absolutely fine.
We talked about Chicago, but like St. Louis, and you look at like Indianapolis is more murders per capita than Chicago.
Oh,
apparently,
shit.
I didn't know that, but I was like,
I didn't think that was
apparently.
possible. I thought we maxed out murder in Chicago. I didn't think there was any murder
Indy
left.
downtown is sketchy.
That's
I was just
crazy.
in Indy downtown. It's like homeless people that like it's like a video game. You're like watching them come at you. It doesn't feel like real life.
Oh, see, that's Philly. Philly's the same.
Yeah.
Dude, Philly, we did a show at where?
Helium or the punch
One
line
of
or whatever
them.
it's called.
And we went to another bar, McGill's or something like that afterwards. And I had to go to the hotel first to drop off my bag. And the hotel is probably 4 blocks, we'll call it, from this bar we were going to. And I was walking alone to the bar. And it was, like you said, like a video game. It was exactly like that, where it was like a zombie video game, where it's like you're walking quietly. It's end of World War Z, when Brad Pitt's just like quietly walking through, being like, they can't even see me. And they're kind of rushing past him. And then one homeless guy stops, looks me dead in the eyes, and he's like, "Do you have $5?" And I was like, "No." And he goes, "Man, I'm gonna shit myself." And I was like, is that in response to me not having $5, or were you gonna plug yourself in? What was the $5 for in this situation?
And you said, I almost shit myself the other day. Turn that toilet bowl pink.
Yeah.
He was like, thanks. Thanks for telling me.
There was also those guys who like slow rolled us. Remember that? We were walking together. Like
The
back
slow
in the
roll
night.
is so sketchy.
They were in like
Late
a
at
Range
night.
Rover. Yeah, you remember this?
Oh no, I don't remember. I've been drinking a lot at the bar. This is on the way home from the bar. I don't usually remember those trips.
They were like just like rolling along with us.
Yeah,
And
okay,
I think
now
they
you
said something about your jacket or
now
my
I do
jacket.
remember. Yeah, I was gonna say
I was
they
like,
complimented my clothes.
we're gonna get like robbed for this guy's jacket right now. We're gonna be pussies about it and do it. We're gonna be like, here you go.
I remember the jacket. It was the black and white jacket. It was a
If
striped
someone's
jacket.
robbing
Yeah,
you for the jacket, just like they have more to lose.
in no
give 'em the
world
jacket.
Yeah.
would I hesitate to give anyone robbing me
know.
anything.
That's
like people who are
I'm
like,
such a pussy. I'd be like, here's my jacket, and do you need
And
like
what else?
$60 too? Like,
Yeah.
Here's my
Here's my
phone
card,
also.
yeah.
dude, we just interviewed Kim Coates, who I don't know if you ever watched Sons of Anarchy, but he plays Tig, who's like the badass. Anyway, I'm restarting Sons of Anarchy. And it's, first of all, not as good as I remember. Second of all, there's like a scene where Jax, who's Charlie Hunnam, and he's kidnapped by the other biker gang, and they're like, give us your cut. And which is just his leather jacket.
Never.
He's like, you'll have to kill me first. I'm like, here, take the vest. I'll get a new one.
Yeah. I would never stand up for
the
myself ever.
disrespect of this, I can't allow it. I'm like, here, fuck you
What?
want. I will give you all of my clothes and walk home naked. I don't give
Imagine
a
having
shit.
that much beef with someone that you're like, I won't give you. I'm like, I'll give anyone my clothes.
What
I don't
would
give a
you?
shit.
Where would you draw the line? Where would you have some self-respect?
Oral sex,
Yeah,
probably.
if
I don't
someone was
think
forcing you to
oral
suck
sex
their dick?
or my life. I'll suck that dick. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. What about like?
I would suck it, but I'd ask a lot of questions first. I'd be like, "When's the last time you showered? Do you trim your pubes?" I would ask a lot
About
of
how
I
much
wouldn't
did
ask
it
any
last?
questions. I just unzip his pants and find it all out pretty quickly. like, all right. And then what if you got down there and there were a bunch of pubes? Like, never mind, dude. Just pull
You
the
know what
trigger.
I saw?
This is this is where I draw the line on this.
I saw that.
Yeah, maybe, though. I don't know.
Our generation has like almost eradicated crabs.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, crabs,
I
like,
heard that
doesn't exist.
before I even had the chance to get crabs.
Yeah.
I'd heard that.
That's crazy that people used to just walk around with fucking lice on their dicks and pussies and it was just like, you can fix that. Zoop, like there's no little place for them to live anymore.
But he
dumb
wasn't a zoop
fucking
back then,
It
right?
was
When was the invented? Like
the Clippers.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think that's that new. You
Is it
think
not?
so?
You're probably right. I think electricity was invented in the 70s, so I'm a bad person to ask this kind of stuff. Like, we were just talking about the 1800s. We had a question the other day where it was like, if you could to go back to the 1800s and bring one source of comfort, and what would you bring to, like, blow someone's mind?
Yeah.
I said, like, an anxiety blanket, where I'm like... But also, I've since realized in, like, the tweets about that question The 1800s, I was thinking medieval times. Like we were talking about hunters and gatherers, and I had said women didn't know what their clits were yet. I don't have any concept of time.
That'd be awesome.
I rolled with the clit thing.
I have a grandmother who died like 10 years ago. She's alive in the 1800s.
Yeah.
That'd be great if you came back from the 1800s. And you're like, I've discovered the clit, and they're like, yeah, we've got that. We don't. What are you talking about?
Like, the only source of joy we have in this fucking hellhole.
Dude, the 1800s. That's like yesterday.
Like cars were invented in the 1800s.
I just realized that last night.
Yeah, but they weren't like good cars.
No, I think like the Ford Model T was probably like 1899.
Was
like,
it
right
really?
At the I don't.
I thought it was like the early 1900s, but I could be.
It probably is, but you know what I'm saying? It's like it's not that far off from like
the 1800s. Really a forgotten century. Like what happened in the 1800s?
Well, a couple things.
It was a big war.
Well, yeah, there was a civil one.
We like quote unquote freed an entire people.
But the 1700s we enslaved them though.
Yeah,
that's the one I remember.
There was some big
more.
ones. What's the most forgotten century? Like imagine being
anything
like,
before 1770.
in like the 700s. Like what the fuck happened in the 700s?
Oh, that was the Byzantine Empire.
Sure.
Damn. Yeah, I remember. What was it? I definitely like Babylon. I definitely like thought some of those places were still around for a minute. I was oh yeah, Babylonians. They're still around, right? Oh no, you know what it was?
It was.
I was watching a documentary. I was watching a documentary on the Macedonians, and I didn't know Macedonia was still a place too.
It is right now.
Yeah.
You can go to Macedonia.
Macedonia is still a place,
Okay,
and I was in my head. I was like, well,
where
that
it
was
is.
part of the
South America?
No.
The
Greek area, right? Mediterranean.
I think so.
Whatever. You guys didn't even know the 700s was the
was-
Byzantine Empire. So
Because
fuck
it
off.
was like the Greek. I think the Greeks like fought the Macedonians and shit.
Southeastern Europe.
Yeah.
Oh man, I was hoping that
Macedonia
was.
is a place.
I saw this
now.
doc on this woman who made honey.
That's Greece.
Greece, yeah.
What's that one called? Look up
Mesopotamia.
Mesopotamia honey.
Mesopotamia is different.
Oh
from
no,
Macedonia.
No, it's Macedonia rather.
Okay.
Sorry,
Macedonia.
it is Macedonia. I fucked up.
Macedonia.
We're talking about all these places, and now I'm like,
Old. That's old, but it's like part of Greece, basically.
Right.
It's like,
yeah.
But is it
Well, like I
still
couldn't
around
get
today?
a flight to Macedonia.
No.
I get a flight to Greece and say I'm in Macedonia.
Probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's almost like what's weird is Romans. I mean, I know their empire got big as, but like it's Italy, it's Italians, right? Rome,
Yeah.
Romans. Like you greasy, they're all just Romans.
Yeah.
The
funny to think of
comments
it
for
that
this
way.
are gonna be so angry. They're gonna be like, you dumb fucks.
Dumb, ignorant assholes.
But
That it must be.
Macedonia does exist.
North Macedonia.
Shit.
no, that's what I'm saying. But I just,
Republic of Macedonia.
what's the name of that doc? It's just look up Macedonia honey, and it'll
Honey
come up.
documentary.
Yeah, no, it'll come up. It's really good.